So we're getting ready to start another cook. This round we're gonna put on some spare ribs, some beef ribs. We have some chicken. We're gonna do some sausage, bratwurst, and some burgers. So it's a bigger cook. So I brought out the bigger tool for the job. I have about 3 to 4 hours worth of wood stacked up there. I have some more if we need to get into it. The chimney is already rolling, so I'm getting ready to dump those coals inside of the smoke box. And there's already wood inside of there, and we're gonna let that all come up to temp. I like to bring it up high initially, just so everything inside of the actual cooking chamber is warm and ready to go. And then we'll dial the temperature in, over the stretch haul of the cook. And so we're getting ready to do that. I'm gonna drop those charcoals in. Again, they're already ready, they're piping hot. So we just loaded up the smoker with the piping hot charcoal. Again, there's already wood inside of the smoke box, the firebox. And again, we're just allowing it to come up to temp and allow that smoke to go from a thick, cloudy smoke to a kind of smoother smoke. Over the next 20 or so minutes, we're gonna bring it up to temp, get it locked in. Then we'll start putting on the meats. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes since we added the charcoal to the wood and got everything ignited. When we last left, it was a bunch of gray, dirty smoke, I would call it, coming out of the smokestack. As you can see, you can barely see any smoke at all. There is smoke, I can see it, but you can barely see it. And that's really what you want. That's really what you want. And so I've closed the door on the firebox. I'm actually gonna shut it a little more. The wind just kind of blew it open. So I'm gonna further shut that. That's gonna dial the temperature down to where I want it to be, which today I'm gonna cook between 250 and 275. And we're gonna go ahead and start getting this meat loaded up. We have ribs, short ribs, leg quarters, chicken leg quarters. We have hamburgers and bratwurst. So again, a lot of protein today. We're gonna get the ribs and the leg quarters, the pork ribs and the leg quarters on, and start letting them do their thing.
Hello guys, so today my dad's going to be barbecuing. As you can see, all that fresh meat and the grill. And he has some chicken.
All right, so we loaded up, put the leg quarters on as well as the ribs. I'm actually going to put the beef short ribs on also, and we're going to let those go for a little while. We are at the hour mark, and so I'm getting ready to flip the chicken over and just reposition it, check on the coloring on it. I decided against doing a spritz today. I'm going to do a mop instead today, so we're going to do that. Except when I do a mop, I usually wait a little later into the cook just because there's so much concentrated moisture at one time. I don't want to stop the skin, especially on the chicken, from crisping up right now. So we're going to wait a little while longer to do the mop sauce on the meat. But I am going to go ahead and get this chicken flipped. Again, we're right at that hour mark. Okay, so we got the chicken flipped over. It is a nice color already. Nice brown color on the leg quarters already. The ribs are a nice red mahogany color. We're just going to continue to let that color set in and continue to cook over the next hour. I will probably apply the mop sauce here in about 30 minutes or so, and I'll bring you along when we do that part. We are at the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna apply some of the mop sauce, which is in that stainless steel bowl you see right back there, and my old flipper here. Gonna see if I need to flip anything over, just checking color, texture, all of that good stuff at the halfway point. Stop. Oh, yeah.
We're making it.
No, lower. Here.
No, but they help. We can keep them up. Like, we have to
All right.
keep them up.
Have at it.
Yes, I'm going to keep them in. Yes. And so now we're going to tell you about how big the blow it.
All right, so we just mopped the chicken, which just looking great. Almost want to bite into it right now. And I repositioned some of the ribs, and so a couple more hours and we're going to be where we need to be on the cook. So getting there. Our Heavenly Father decided to send a heavenly shower to us, a little rain out here. I was able to pull the chicken off, insert photo. It is exactly the way I like it to be. So the ribs, you can kind of see them and the beef ribs are still cooking. I'm gonna wrap them in a moment, and actually get ready to move them around, and then we'll get them wrapped up. Then they'll cook about another hour or so, and they'll be ready to go. Also, I decided not to do burgers. I think it was just a little too much, but brats are on the grill as well. All right, we got a special package here. Got those ribs, the short ribs, and those slabs of pork ribs all wrapped up. I'm gonna stick them back on the grill for a few minutes, maybe 30, 45 minutes. Let them go ahead and finish cooking, and we'll be done. Back on the grill now. Just added a few more pieces of wood to go ahead and maintain the fire throughout this next 30-45 minutes, and we should be done. Here approaching that time frame. We'll bring you back in as we are checking for doneness. We are getting ready to pull those ribs off of the grill now. They're probing between 198 and 202. That's fine for me for today, especially since, as you can hear in the background, there's thunder rolling. There's some anticipated storm clouds that are 5-10 minutes away, and so now is probably the best time to go ahead and get them off. I'm gonna let them soak for a minute to finish cooking, and then we will be dicing them up or cutting them up. We will be cutting them up and getting prepared to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those off. Here we go. These things are hot, so I'm gonna let them rest for a little bit. And the rain is starting to happen. And we're gonna let them rest. We'll get them cut up, and we'll be eating good tonight.